Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of your Daily Guides, the series where I dive into in-depth guides and walkthroughs of games like Honkai Star Rail, Zenless, and Wuthering Waves. I've been gone for a little over a week, mostly because I actually came down with a pretty bad case of the flu, so I took some time off to rest, recuperate, and heal. But I'm feeling much better now, and I'm ready to get back into the grind. And honestly, I've probably missed way more than I expected. From the characters in Zenless Zone 0 to the freshly announced units in Wuthering Waves. But fret not, I'm here now, so let's get into it. As always, all the timestamps are down in the description if you want to skip ahead to your favorite part. And if you haven't already, make sure to join the Discord. If you've been wondering what the future of Wuthering Waves is going to look like once we step into the Lahai Roi region, buckle up, because the upcoming roster is shaping up to be one of the strongest lineups the game has teased in a long time. The moment you look at the 3.0 window, you can already tell the devs are coming in hot. Lynae seems to be leading the charge, and everything about her just screams new Spectro carry. It finally fills that gap we've had ever since Zani dominated the role back in 2.3, though she isn't trying to compete with Zani's frazzle style at all. Lynae feels like she's bringing her own brand of controlled chaos, with that rebellious graffiti artist energy hinting at a flashy, explosive kit that leans more toward visual impact and bursty aggression, almost like if Jingxi style went through a street art makeover. And right next to her, we've got Mornye, who honestly might have one of the most striking looks the game has ever thrown at us. Those energy-infused prosthetic legs, that cosmic glow around her design, the whole aesthetic feels like it was ripped straight out of some high-concept sci-fi lore. She's been released as a fusion broadblade unit, but whether her kit is centered around negative status effects, we don't know. So the best option for us as of now is to simply wait for the main live stream to see what she does. Once we push past 3.0, things start getting even more interesting. Over in the 3.1 slot, Luuk Herssen shows up as the lone male addition for this region, and everything about him, the professor energy, the precise mannerisms, that one line about molten gold, practically shouts fusion. He gives off the vibe of a character who mixes formulas mid-combat, either as a burst-heavy fusion DPS or as a hybrid sub-DPS that amps up his team with fire-based concoctions. And then there's Sigrika, who has been surprisingly divisive because her design leans way simpler and more grounded than the others. But let's be real, those are exactly the characters that end up becoming secretly broken supports. Odds are, she's an arrow unit with some kind of universal crit or utility package, the type of kit you pull once and then realize she quietly slots into every team you own. And if we fast forward just a bit further, maybe 3.2, maybe 3.3, we end up with Lucilla, the actress wrapped in that gorgeous cinematic theme. Her palette, her flair, all of it points straight to Electro. She looks like she's meant to be a premium spark-throwing spectacle, potentially using an Electro Flare mechanic to mesh with the existing roster without overshadowing Augusta, more like a stylish alternative with a personality that pops. With a lineup this loaded, planning your polls is about to become a survival skill because Lahai Roi is shaping up to drain every drop of Astrite we've been hoarding. So, tell me, who's grabbing your attention first? Drop your picks in the comments, share this with your co-op partner so they don't make any tragic decisions, and stick around because the updates coming out of this region are only going to get crazier from here.